Hey, future applauders. Do you like talking about movies? Like smart movies? Dumb movies? Science fiction movies? Horror movies? Fantasy movies?
Do you like listening to people talk about a movie longer than it would take you to actually watch the movie?
Do you sit with your friends and rant at great length about things you're passionate about?
You may be interested in Shocked and Applaud.
Join us while we go through peculiar movies, traditional movies, movies that we just like, movies that we find are just sort of like, huh?
Do we follow somebody on social media and then they posted about a movie and we're just going to watch it now?
Sure, why not? Our podcast is completely unscripted, so you're going to stumble through things with us because we stumble a lot.
We're going to laugh. We're going to talk about what's problematic, but really it comes down to talking about movies.
You can visit us at shockedandapplaud.com, on Twitter at shockedapplaud, and Facebook at Shocked and Applaud.
We hope to see you there.
I'm Bo Maddox.
I'm Ashley Chancellor.
This is Lydia with Shocked and Applaud.
And Jen McQuaid.
And Naomi McQuaid.
And Chazzle Dazzle from the Trial by Error variety show.
And this is Collateral Cinema. Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We're podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas. And yes, my friends, we are a 420-friendly podcast, so whatever you have, be it dabs, blunts, bongs, or joints, smoke it if you've got it. What is going on, everybody? We are finally back, and we have quite a few people on the show.
It's a tripod.
It's a tripod, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have one of our new hosts right here, Chazzle Dazzle.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I've been here before. I've been here.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Chaz, you've guessed it on the show. In fact, we were almost making it a regular thing with the 420 episodes, but you missed our last one, man.
What?
Yeah, we tried to get a hold of you and everything, but...
My God.
Where the hell were you?
I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I didn't know.
Damn it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You know what's really funny, too, is we've got Chaz here in the studio with Bo, and I'm actually on Skype.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I've got a date tonight, so I'm already in town, so.
Oh, that's great. Well, good luck.
You're doing this on your date?
No, this is before the date, but
Yeah.
I was already in town, so I'm not going to go back into Lake Hills.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
guys should watch Bolero on your date.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No.
No one should ever watch this movie.
No. And
Well, at least not on a date.
oh, definitely not. And we are also joined once again by Shocked and Applaud. They were with us on our Mulholland Drive episode last season, and for some reason, when I watched this movie, I just thought of them. So they're here. How are y'all doing?
Thank you. Thank you for thinking of us when you saw this movie. I don't know why you would have. It feels a little bit like an insult, if I can be completely honest.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I just wanted to hear what y'all had to say about this because it's just, this movie is just so fantastically awful in so many ways.
It's deeply off-putting, and I think that fits the theme of our show pretty regularly.
Yeah, I mean, y'all recently did Houseu, right?
Yes. We're also a number of virgin ladies are
yeah.
the focus of all of the drama.
Yeah, I'm looking at that movie on my shelf right now, actually. That is such a fever dream.
It's in V. He's got a whole category for virgins. It's over in the V's.
Oh, my God.
The whole thing.
I mean, for the record, I do have Salo up here, so, I mean, make of that what you will.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a virgin anymore.
Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah, by the way,
Is this
ladies
a
and
literal announcent, or
No, this is a
I
quote
don't
from
know.
the movie. This is an actual
Oh, that's
quote
right, I wrote it
from
down.
the actual movie.
No, I'm definitely not a virgin. I've got a child, but
Oh,
I mean-
yeah. there are so many quotes from this movie that are just so batshit that, I mean, and by the way, we're talking about John Derek and Bo Derek's Bolero. And if anybody has been paying attention to this podcast, we've done a couple of awareness-a-thon live streams with the Victims and Villains podcast. You should definitely check them out, by the way. And
Great guys.
yeah, they're awesome. And we ended up doing a couple of Bo Derek movies on a couple of those streams. The first one being Ghost Can't Do It, which is far more watchable than this movie, to be honest, but it also has Donald Trump in it. So, once again, make of that what you will. And we also did Tarzan the Ape Man, which is just pretty much Bo Derek and daddy issues. And also, it ends with a very questionable scene with an orangutan. So, yeah, no.
A real one?
Yeah, you can get this on fucking YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, you can rent this on YouTube. It's out there. To say the least.
For those of you that weren't able to be part of the live stream, basically the gist of John Derek's movies is he likes to show off his wife Bo. That's his thing. He likes to do it.
He's a
Maybe
cuck,
he's a
yeah.
cuck. Yeah.
100%. This is all like softcore cuck porn.
Yeah, I did like across the top of my notes be like, it's called cuckolding, John.
Exactly.
This whole page is dedicated to it. You don't have to fight this hard to get your porn.
Exactly.
You really don't.
I mean, and what's remarkable about it is how consistent it is throughout his discography. It's so consistent, and it's always his wife. Always. It's like, okay, John, we get it. All right. I mean, and that's part of the experience of watching John Derek movies is that ultimately you're going to be telling John Derek, like, okay, John, what the fuck is this now?
He picks the guys too, though, right?
I think he does.
Every single movie, Bo Derek has a weird relationship with an older man old enough to be her father. That's just a thing.
All of them.
None of the guys in this film
The
unless
chauffeur.
The chauffeur.
Yeah.
But she doesn't bang the chauffeur as far as we know.
Yeah,
But they do have there's a weird friendship.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's kind of preternatural in a way. I mean,
Yeah, and in Tarzan the Ape Man, it's her actual dad, and the whole subtext of it is very disturbing.
oh, it's very scuzzy and oily and dark and gross.
Yeah. I want to ask the ladies, though, this is normal, right? For girls to just like bring a daddy figure around so they can get laid in multiple countries, right? Every girl does that.
Sugar daddy.
He's her chauffeur. He's her valet. I don't think that he's necessarily like orchestrating, although he's super down. He's like, oh, we're holding a vigil for something.
Well,
Remember that part?
If you haven't,
What are you doing?
He's down.
It would have been better if he'd had like a glass cup and he was holding it up to like a door.
oh my lord.
Ah, yes. My ward is boning. Fantastic. Just like,
I mean, to be fair, the chauffeur does get matched with the kitchen worker lady.
Oh, yeah. They got some doughy sex.
Yeah, very much so. Very much
yeah.
so.
But I don't see. Added yeast is not what makes this situation special for me.
No, that is a bacteria infection waiting to happen.
Oh man, this podcast is already going to dark places, and we're not even 8 minutes into it.
This movie's subtitle should have been "Going to Dark Places."
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, no, but what's the tag line on this movie? I mean, I don't really have it on this. No, here it is. It's a story of sexual awakening that will awaken your
I thought
desires.
it was like the greatest flower or something like that.
Something
Oh,
to
my.
that effect. And I mean, they present this all as if it's so innocent and so it's so cute and it's adorable. And it's like,
So normal. It's I've read a lot of romance novels, and let me tell you, this isn't even as good as like your average Harley Quinn. It is.
ugh, wow.
It's bad. It's bad. I've read romance novels that ended up with a lady marrying a ghost at some point,
Yeah.
or a werewolf or a vampire. Okay, yeah, supernatural
Jesus
stuff.
Christ, is Harlequin romance like hentai manga or something? That just sounds out of there.
No. But it
Jesus.
does reach into the realms of fantasy. But the more I absorbed this film, the more I was like, I've talked to lots of women about romance novels and romance in general, and I've got friends who like chick flicks, although I'm not one of them. And none of that is as like male gazy as this film is. 100%. You know what? You're right. She should be super rich, right? And then she has no dad, so like she and then she like just graduated college, so she's super educated, but all she wants to do is get it on, and now the world is her oyster, and it's like.
That's how you get syphilis.
Yeah, exactly. But also,
and this is before antibiotics.
Yeah.
but what's notable about that is that this movie is essentially about Bo Derek just kind of gallivanting around the world, having sex with brown people. That's all that it is. This is all kinds of cultural appropriation too. We have the scene where she's trying to learn bullfighting here, which like, ew, fucking bullfighting. You know, that's very not vegan.
It's ethical bullfighting, and that's what makes it hot.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate that on the back of the bulls they have those pouches that they're at least stabbing, so they're not trying to at least kill the poor thing. But I don't know, it still seems disrespectful.
Our resident vegan has spoken.
That seems very small in comparison to like the amount of child nudity in
I
this movie.
know.
So.
Yes.
This is a 10 out of 10 grossness thing.
Oh.
There was just times in this movie where I was just like, can we please give the 14-year-old a fucking bathrobe? Can we please do that?
The second bathroom the second bathroom scene with the 14-year-old, Naomi was like, stay in the tub.
No, she didn't.
I was holding my hand up like I was some sort of dad figure, being like, I don't want to see that.
No.
Those aren't for my eyes. I showed up for Bo Derek and maybe the lady making bread, but not the little Romani girl. They just kind of adopt her.
Yeah.
She's just there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
And there's something really, when you talk about cultural appropriation, the taking of the local child trope, I guess, it's real weird. It's weird.
It's beyond weird to me. I mean, that was when I first watched this movie, I was like, wait, what? Just what? I mean, there's so...
It makes sense to me.
I know it makes sense, of course, but it's still like, wait a minute, what? It's going there?
Well, the gypsy life is very different.
Gypsy life, yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I've just become desensitized to Bo Derek's nude figure, but it just wasn't doing it for me. You know, Bo and I and Robert as well, whenever we're watching those classic 80s, 90s slasher films and the titties come out, we're always like, yeah, fuck yeah, titties. But I don't know. When we watch a Bo Derek movie, we're just kind of like, I mean, she's attractive. Don't get me wrong, but
I know it's laborious, I guess, but God damn it. This movie is just, I'm just watching this movie right now.
He's watching it right now. He's not even paying attention to what you're saying, Ash. He's just watching this movie.
I don't fucking know. It's
he
like
disagrees about those titties because this is actually a titty scene right here.
No, this is very wrong. All of this is wrong.
So, like, okay, all right. So since we have a number of gentlemen in the room, how do you feel about Manic Pixie Bow Girl? Like,
Manic Pixie Bow Girl is...
Yeah.
It's like just that naivete that she has. It's just so insincere, and it's like I said earlier. They're trying to play it up as if it's very cute, But Bo Derek just, for one, she doesn't have the range to pull that off, and two, the way that it's written, it just comes off as just gross.
It honestly feels like these men are being raped. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like a very sexual assaulty movie even.
They're like, fine, but this is a lot of pressure and I really don't, but you came all this way. Like there's so much pressure and it's just like, ugh, Bo Derek, you're better than this.
Yeah, it's almost like informed consent does not allow for coercion.
Yeah, almost, right?
They're like, go away.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you will fuck me. They're like, go away.
If I say no 17 times and you only listen to the one yes, you are doing it wrong.
Absolutely.
True.
I mean, yeah, that's the James Bond method, I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's so gross. But I mean, I will say that her friend is actually kind of the best part of this movie, I think, because she's at least somewhat sincere a little bit. It's like she actually can pull off the naivete. She can pull it off a little bit. And there's not.
Is it because she has an accent? Is that the whole thing?
I don't know if it's because she has an accent. It's because she just
Nailed it.
Maybe she's just a better actress than Bo Derek is. Honestly, like that's really what it is.
So can't she ride a horse naked?
Well, of course not. But that's on John Derek. He just wants to see that. That's his gaze going on right there. Seriously.
Okay.
Every time it looks like, you can tell that there's a lot of verbal direction. Like this probably wouldn't be in the script. I could just, he's standing to the side, being the cuck we've all decided that he has been. And like the part where she gets a cramp in her leg.
Oh, at the very end.
At the second boning.
Yeah.
Right. She's like, oh, my foot. Oh, give me my foot. Oh, it hurt. That happened. It had to have happened. In their relationship, and then he was like, that was really cute and hot, and you should do that again.
Yeah, or he was just trying to make the sex seem a little bit more realistic, because that's something that legitimately can happen in sex. But like, it doesn't fit in a romance movie because it's like it doesn't have the same tone as, like trying to seduce a man so that way his penis works again.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting to bring up. This character, this matador, straight up just gets gored in the dick. Just out of nowhere.
I didn't hate that.
No, it was well deserved, honestly.
Well, this is how fragile a white guy can be, by the way. Like, the worst thing that could possibly happen to Matador Dude is my dick doesn't work.
I reveled in the irony of it. I loved it. Honestly,
I thought he dodged a bullet. He's like, oh, thank God.
I know. He was just like, oh, maybe she'll leave me the fuck alone.
Nope. There's no closure with the Romani girl that he's hooking up with, though, right? She's in the closet somewhere.
Oh, no, his like original girlfriend, the one that he got together with when she was 14. And then he has this other like ward who's around the same age, but then they just like after she attacks them and puts them and they put her into the closet, yeah. I just kept thinking, so she's still in the closet, just like hanging out.
Yep.
She's dead now.
Oh yeah. No, she's just, forgotten about. She's going to starve in there, and that's just that.
She's like of all of the badly portrayed ethnicities in this film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the one that is still most maligned and actively like worked against in more so in like European culture, but like the Romani people are like terribly abused. And so like they took what you might refer to as the least of these, right? In social status and monies and everything. And oh no, he ended up with a super hot, super rich, super Anglo-looking chick. That's how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that decides that she's just going to be a better Spanish girl than all the other Spanish girls.
That's
apparently.
life.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's just terrible. Jen said something really funny earlier.
Oh, yeah.
About what?
Jen was like, there's so much sex and nudity in this film and absolutely nothing to go in the spank bank.
Nothing
So
at
true.
all. It's like, oh my God, damn it, get the bathrobe again. We have this scene with Palermo in it. It's like, God
I'm
damn
less
it.
horny leaving this movie than
Yeah,
ever.
seriously.
Yeah.
It makes me so angry. Damn it.
Like they shouldn't have spent money on like a costumer.
I know.
Just everybody's showing up naked to set every day.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, is this all right, John? Is this the way that you want us? Oh, and John Derek, all of his proclivities, all of his fetishes are just like all over his movies, and even more so in Tarzan the Ape Man, which I don't know if y'all have seen it or have seen reviews of it. It's just...
I've never seen a John Derek film outside of Bolero, and I will probably never see another John Derek film.
No, don't.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen a Bo Derek film before now. And now I've seen a lot of Bo Derek.
I would probably recommend watching 10, but mainly because John Derek doesn't direct that one. And it actually has Dudley Moore. And Dudley Moore in the 80s, he was, very charming and everything. He was really right on the money. But
Well, and if you like the supernatural aspect and you want to know exactly what John Derek and Bo Derek's relationship is like, Ghost can do it.
yeah, and Donald Trump.
And it also has Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yes. He just comes out of nowhere and you're just like, Trump.
Is he significant or is it like a passing thing like in Home Alone 2?
It's kind of significant. There's a pretty prolonged scene with him. They're trying to do some type of business negotiation, and she ends up dancing with him and everything.
Yeah, and Bo Derek fluffs his ego like that really needed to happen.
Yeah, no, it didn't need to happen. But, that they had to have something that Donald Trump had that he just used as leverage to get into the movie, because that's exactly what happened with Home Alone 2, because that was in one of his hotels.
Yeah.
So he was just like, all right, you want to be in my hotel? Then I got to be on your movie.
It's so big.
It's the best hotel ever. It's so big.
Oh, God damn it.
He did get a Razzie for Ghost Can't Do It.
He did,
which
yeah,
was also
absolutely.
It's Bo Derek's third Razzie for that one. And I think all of her Razzies are with John.
The other two are for Bolero.
Oh, yeah.
So there was another interesting thing that I thought was kind of glanced over. But remember when they got in the plane? And
when she was stolen? When she was stolen or the first time?
When she was willingly getting in a plane. They described it as an experimental design, and they were just like so gung-ho about it. It is experimental. I'm like,
probably because they couldn't find an they couldn't get an appropriate plane. That's what that means. When somebody says it's experimental, it's like, oh, you wanted gunpowder and it's 1500. Okay, it's experimental. Oh, it's 1930 something, I assume.
Something like that, yeah.
It's we could only get a plane from 1947. Oh, it's experimental, and we painted it yellow.
That is most
Perfect.
likely what happened.
Okay.
I can 100% believe that, honestly.
Oh, but okay. So do you notice that that Cotton buckles her into her parachute, and he's all like, "Now remember, if you shouldn't have to use this, but pull this cord if you do." Right? That's Chekhov's parachute.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Because of course she gets stolen in an airplane and needs to jump out of the airplane. And that would have been super awesome. I would love to see Bo Derek fall to the earth in a graceful, non-harmful manner, but like it would have been
entertaining.
It would have added the drama, but it probably would have taken away from the third act real hard.
She should sustain an injury as well. Maybe she breaks her back and is no longer able to do those weird curvy things.
No. She falls into the ocean onto some coral, and then her vagina doesn't work.
There we go.
It just pops out.
There we go. Yeah, let's switch that around.
They're gonna have to build a relationship on something other than sex.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's weird. You would think that would be the angle that would be taken after that happens, but no, she's just obsessed with getting him up so she can have sex with him. And
it's so weird because there was also that little caveat where she's talking to her friend and she's like, you'd still marry him even though you could only ever have that one time, that one sex? And Bo's like, yes, it was that good. I only ever needed to bone that guy that one time, and now I'm going to marry him.
And then she just contradicts that. What the fuck?
Yeah. The whole, I'm going to get it to work. I guarantee it. What?
Thumbs
That's
up.
not. But what we don't know is that the degree she just got is a medical degree.
Oh,
She's a sexologist now. She knows all about boners.
Duh.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And this is all biographical of John's like ED and
Oh, no doubt. That's like
Probably.
100%.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is the only thing that manages to get him up is when she brings up the 14-year-old.
Exactly. Ew.
Oh, that's
I missed that
right.
part.
You just loved giving it to a 14-year-old, and I was like, are you serious?
It's like, gee, I wonder why he's not initially attracted to you, Bo. No wonder. It's like you're too old for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Lydia looked it up, and Bo is 27 when this was recorded, right?
What?
Dude, I was going to guess 28.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
A lot of sun.
Oh,
And
maybe
that-
she was 28. No, I think you're right. She was 28. I guessed 27.
So that's why she plays an inauthentic virgin. She doesn't pull it off. Because
They've been together since John Derek had been with Bo since she was 16. So they
Exactly.
had been together for 11 years,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, go on.
it's like, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we need to remind you that this is the same lady that was in Tommy Boy, that was the stepmom. That was her.
That makes sense. I've seen that. Yeah.
It's like, Bo Derek, ladies and gentlemen.
But I feel like Bo Derek, was half of this movie basically just shot so that they could get photos for novellas and sell them later or something?
It seems that way, right?
There's a lot of that like novella cover vibe.
Yeah, telenovela type of vibe. Or like, the aforementioned Harlequin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One of the most unbelievable things about this entire film is that she was able to get all the way through college being super sex focused and still had trouble getting super rich men to bang her. Like that was the whole of it. Like she's like, oh, now I've looked up Rudolph Valentino, the guy, right, from the movie she was in love with, and yes, but also I get vibes off of that guy that he would not be into any woman, which is a personal guess. Don't hold me to it, but like I could see why she was romanticized by this Middle Eastern movie, but there was no practicality there, manic pixie or not. The fact that she's like, I'm going to take over the world, but first I need to find how the dark eyes and the hot sand and everything. I think you guys put it like really well. Like they're going for a naivete that they do not get.
No, it's like, I mean, and Bo Derek is just so inauthentic about it, in so many ways. It's like she doesn't know how to convey that type of emotion. Like not in Ghost Can't Do It, not in Tarzan the Ape Man, and not in this movie. But here's another thought about that is the weird classist connotations there. It's like she's this rich white woman, and first she wants to get with an oil sheik, which is kind of noticeable, like a rich oil sheik, which is some chic. Yeah. I don't know. Is it chic or shake? I don't know.
It's Seek.
Seek. Okay. I got you.
Seek, yeah.
Okay.
I can't keep up.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, you just haven't read my apparently 27-year-old diary. So,
yeah.
Like how we were all into Seeks back then.
Something like that, apparently. I mean, there is that weird...
It's a coming of age thing.
There is that weird little thing that they use where it's almost like a silent movie, like especially during the whole oil shake love scene, quote unquote.
Ooh, with the honey.
With the honey. Oh, what the hell? I have watched that scene twice. Every time I've watched it, I have just a fucking look of absolute disgust on my face.
Because it's like the first thing he does is he gets his nose in it, and I'm like, look, I'm all for getting messy, but honey, that's so gross. Honey, honey, it's so gross. I don't like. I mean, like if you've ever played around, and I'm sure all y'all maybe. I don't know your life, but like. That honey is too viscous. It's too sticky. If you decide to play with it, like you're going for a teaspoon or less, right? He dumps out an entire Hickory Farms jar worth of like fucking honey all the way down her torso. And all I'm thinking of is every freaking TikTok I've watched where hair was being ripped. It should be Steve Carell in like the 40-year-old virgin where like they rip thin hair off of him and it's just endless screaming instead of him like just falling asleep on her.
But there was milk.
Honey.
There was milk in it.
There was milk. So none of this is vegan, by the way, which pisses me off.
That doesn't help. The milk, yeah, totally not vegan. But also, if he falls asleep and she just lays there, now she's covered in like rotting milk because it's like hot desert.
Oh no!
Again,
yeah,
she's just asking for a bacterial infection. This whole
movie's asking for bacterial infection.
Maybe that's why they did.
Is a bacterial infection.
Maybe that's why they didn't bang in the morning, because that was my thought. I was like, if she's so desperate to get fucked, like, why didn't she just bang him in the morning? But maybe it was the rotten milk.
And the camel.
What is not progressive at all in terms of like how an active... a communicative sexual partner relationship goes, where you're like, oh, this didn't work, maybe we try it this time, doing a check-in afterwards. None of that. She's just like, I need it perfect. I will tell you what I want, but if it doesn't go perfectly, I'm going to move on to the next country, right?
Yeah, she just pretty
it's
much
bad.
she just jumps right to España like really, really quick. And she's at that bullfight and she's sitting right there, right next to their host. And she's just like, Cotton, I can't understand anything that he's saying. What is he saying? And it's like, you can hear it perfectly. Bo, come on.
Yeah, and her best friend has an accent that's arguably thicker.
Way thicker.
Like,
A bold and beautiful young woman embarks on a noble mission.
I have come all this way to give you something, my virginity.
I will take your gift with great happiness.
Yearning to learn the ways of love, but yet to be fulfilled.
You want this live?
She continues her search
Will you show me everything?
to indulge her every desire.
Am I too greedy?
Bo Derek stars as an international adventuress in the film that shocked America, Bolero. It's an experience you'll never forget.
yeah, and she's like, translate for me. My Caucasian ears can't understand.
She's just rude.
She's rude, yeah. She's rude, and she's just just barging into other people's cultures and countries, and just.
She knows Angel has a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Catches them in the hot spring together. Knows that they're still together. Is pretending to want a horse really bad. She does want a horse. She kisses a lot of horses in this film. It's gross and weird. She kisses as many horses as she does men.
Yeah, Bo Derek has definitely fucked a horse at some point.
Oh,
Jesus, that
No.
poor horse.
oh. I'm having flashbacks to The Beast by Valerian Borotzik. It's like, oh God, no. Damn it.
Wait, was that a cinema? Did you watch that too? What is that?
You don't want to see it.
Okay, good.
No.
Don't ever put that on a list, please.
No,
I won't show
it's
up.
it's softcore porn of another variety.
Yeah, that's for collateral softcore.
Yeah, that's for collateral softcore.
Okay.
Collateral Skinemax.
Yeah. Yeah, the director's cut of this one actually does have her blowing the horse. I remember that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're gonna get like so slammed for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, play this late at night when you're alone by yourself.
With your kids in bed.
Just like this movie. Watch this movie alone and in shame. Just and in this podcast right here. Listen to it alone and in shame.
Okay, but also could you if you happen to be a virgin, could you just hold off until you have your moment, because this movie's going to give you real bad ideas about I was a virgin for a very long time, and I've had lots of different thoughts about it, but this movie made me feel so squidgy about all of it. Like, one, virginity is a weird thing to fixate on. Two, like, I think maturity is more important than age, but like the age is kind of important. We're waiting for adulthood. Adulthood can be a lot later. But the thing that makes me super mad is this. One of the things is the Angel is supposed to be this experienced lover, right? And it's her first time, and he just goes for it for the all-time hymen hacking thrust.
Hymen hacking. That's a good term for that.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Rude.
If there's another woman out here who needs to hear this, having you should not bleed profusely. You should not be in a tremendous amount of pain. If someone is there with you, talking to you, not talking as much as they do in this film. They talk too much.
Way too much
during the act. And don't have a full do you think we should get some tea after this? I think that would be lovely. Would you like to take a walk? And they're just fucking the entire time. Too much talking. But like, if it's your first time, it shouldn't be like, and now I'm going to hurt you. Ah, yes. And now you have lost all your worth as a woman. Ha ha ha.
Practically. I mean,
fucking A.
Seriously, it's some very outdated tropes at play here.
I don't know what universe this was placed in, but I don't know if you guys know that Angel became the future president of Mexico and Weeds. So she was actually, she could have been First Lady of Mexico. If she
First Lady of Mexico, yeah. Wow, wherever that's worth.
That
yeah,
universe.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
that's okay. But when the Sikh was like, oh, you're not a virgin anymore? I'll take you anyway.
Yeah.
Even though you're gross now.
Wow.
your freshness seal is gone. Like, that's a fucking thing.
Did he say freshness seal?
I
No, that
don't
was
remember.
Naomi.
Yeah.
No, but he was like, okay, it's not as good as what you offered me at first, but I'll take it, even though it's had another man's dick in it.
How about
Like,
your butt? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation right there. Yeah.
She should be like, no, he promised to show me everything. Vanilla missionary for 45 minutes.
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, exactly.
Did the neon sign that said ecstasy hurt anybody else's brain? I was
see,
like,
it's
are you
actually spelled with an
serious
X.
right now?
Well, they blew the whole budget of the movie trying to get that freaking Rolls Royce onto mountaintops in Spain. That's why they couldn't afford anything cool in the ecstasy scene.
I guess not. I mean, yeah, how the fuck were they getting that Rolls Royce around like they did, man? It's like, that's a pretty primo vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Not something that you want to just take out to the fucking mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ.
He'd only had 22 years of chauffeur experience. He just didn't know you couldn't take a Rolls Royce up the side of a mountain.
That makes a whole lot of sense, actually. You know?
He's just really inexperienced, yeah.
Inexperienced. It's like, I mean, he reminds me a lot of Anthony Quinn in Ghost Can't Do It, which I know that y'all didn't see this, but Ash, isn't that right? It kind of had that feel just without the weird, daddy issue relationship, kind of.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And I mean, we do have the weird daddy relationship anyway, so.
Yeah, it comes through.
Chauffeur.
It's just in a different context. And
What does he say? He's like, he says something so creepy in the beginning that's like, I remember watching you like before you were developed or something like that. Like the last time I saw you
her
naked.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't say that. Come on, dude.
It's like, once again, it's another thing that they're trying to make it seem so normal and cute. And it's like, no, John, no, Bo. That's not what's happening here.
I am a proponent for unsexualized nudity, right? Like, I like art. I think the human form is gorgeous. I'm not easily squeamish, but all of the nudity. And by the way, my homies, there are 16 different nude scenes.
Wow.
Throughout this film. And I know because I'm a bit of a pervert, and I do a little tick mark because I'm like, oh, there's nakedness. Oh, there's nakedness. My little primitive brain just clicks it every time, and I can't help but note it. But it is explicitly sexual every time.
Do you see his
even
balls?
when it's not supposed to be.
No, you don't see any balls.
You see butt. You see
saw
butts
the balls,
and like
you guys. They were real hairy, so there was definitely no like skin thing. Like
no sock.
There was
Oh.
loose balls, so like there was no sock grabbing that. I don't know how that was playing out, if there was actual penetration, but his balls were out.
That's something that I was questioning as well. Is like, are we watching actual penetration here? I mean,
we don't know.
It was just ugh. None of this I wanted to see.
they'd never admit it, It's not like Eyes Wide Shut or something like where there's like a history. Like I haven't heard anything, but like, would I put it past this cuck Derek? Would I?
No,
No.
I wouldn't put it past him either. Like 100%. There's probably for all
that
we
was
know,
the only thing believable.
Yeah, for all
Was
we
that
know,
there was penetration.
there could be like a 5-hour director's cut of this movie with all of the penetration and all
And the horse. Yeah.
and the horse. I can't believe we brought the horse into this. God damn it! No.
Hey guys,
what's up?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here. I've got a date to get to.
All right, well, go ahead and give us your final thoughts on this movie. We may as well just go ahead and start getting into that right now because, I mean, what more is there to say about this movie?
Right? Okay, so Bolero is basically just a softcore porn. I mean, literally, that's all it really is. And I don't really know how much more there is to say about that. I hope I never see Bo Derek's tits again. And I can't believe I'd ever say that, but yeah.
Yeah, this movie just kind of makes you say that. It just does.
I've seen him 16 times.
16 fucking times. And all of them in very grody situations. Like that first scene where she just says, I've always wanted to do this, and she's leaving the school, and she just totally just starts stripping, and it's like, what are you doing, Bo? Why are you doing this? It's like this was inflicted upon us.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, guys, it was really, really great to see you guys from Shocked and Applaud again. Nice to hear from you back, hear from you again, Chaz, and hope to have some more episodes with you in the future.
Yeah, I'll be here, man. Make sure you bring like a gallon of honey on your date. You're gonna need that.
Yeah, all the milk and honey.
I definitely will.
Make it vegan milk and vegan honey. Get the agave nectar and the almond milk.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And baby wipes.
And baby wipes. Yeah,
baby wipes.
No kidding.
Hook it up.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, have a good one.
For sure. See you later, Ash. Yeah, all right. We'll go ahead and go to Ash. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts.
Ash is already.
This.
You mean
Ash.
me?
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do that again.
You pointed at me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go at it again. Okay. Take two. Let's go to Chaz for his final thoughts. What do you think of Bolero?
Well, I feel like PETA would have got involved.
Definitely.
I feel like the FBI would have gotten involved. I feel like this movie had different vibes. Like, softcore is funny to say, but I do feel like this was more of like you were saying, just look at my wife. Like, look at her, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of tired of looking at her. So.
God damn it. Wow. Yeah, I mean that sounds like exactly the type of boomer thing that would be going on here.
It's really degrading.
Very
you know
degrading.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't finish. I had a seizure right there at the ecstasy scene because there was so much strobe action, and then I just I couldn't finish. But I'm assuming that he just like comes on her tits, and then we leave it open for like Bolero 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah.
Oh no. What would a Bolero 2 be like?
How does it end?
How does it end? Like what? Where is this going to become like the Emmanuel series or something? Is that what they were trying to do here?
I don't know.
At least
Well, you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It ended on a freeze frame, as you recall, at the wedding where she lost all of her value as a free agent virgin woman.
Yeah. It's like womanhood, apparently. Or something.
Now she's going to have babies, and she's going to be an old spinster lady. Well, not spinster, but she'll be married to a guy who probably will sneak off with his Romani girlfriend because they've been together for like a decade. That chick had to be in her 20s.
Oh, definitely. I mean, seriously. Yeah.
Which ties into the cuckold theme that John's been building into this entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 11 years in the making. So.
Oh man, 11 years is like, oh god, man, why did it have to be this way? Damn it, John Derek.
Did I enjoy it? No.
What is there to enjoy here?
Yeah, I did not enjoy this one.
I mean, this isn't even
dog.
It's not even worth an ironic viewing.
Mm-hmm. It was sad.
Yeah, I mean, there's something I like to say about movies like this. I like to say that this is for professional movie nerds only.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, basically, you know, and I like a movie like Caligula. That's for professional movie nerds only, and that's what this is for. This is for people like us who go on podcasts and talk about movies. That's pretty much what it's for.
Don't ever invite me to another one of these.
All right, ladies, what do y'all think of this movie? We can start with, I don't know, Naomi.
Oh, I think that there's a lot of misinformation so if you watch the preview, it said it was pre standards, like the parental guideline standards, right? So it's like you cannot be admitted to this movie if you are not 17 years old, right?
Yeah.
But I've worked with children, and when you're advertising an item, you'll notice this, by the way. You'll always notice that they show older kids playing with it for a younger audience set. So you see a guy who's like 13, 14 playing with a Nerf gun, but they're really for like 10-year-olds, right?
Right.
So when you say this movie is for 17-year-olds and up, I'm thinking of 14, 15, 16-year-olds watching this movie, and they're supposed to like it's high fantasy in terms of sexual exploit, but it fails to educate in any way that's going to do anything but groom a child to be abused sexually.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about that as a hot take?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, I agree.
Yeah, there's lots of grooming going on in this movie.
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty much a feature of John Derrick's movies by this point.
Is he in prison?
Considering
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
Shanked in
He
prison?
died in 98.
Okay.
No, as far as I know, he died of natural causes. Yeah.
Syphilis.
Syphilis.
He's apparently still married to Bo at the time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. She was married all the way up to their death. It's
Whatever
like-
that means.
Yeah, that's depressing. I don't know why. In so many ways.
Yeah, there's love and there's marriage.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. All right, Jen, what do you think?
I agree that this is sort of for the cinephiles. I was wondering too, like if somebody asked John, well, where did you meet Bo? And he's just like, oh, high school.
Ew.
Oh. Oh.
Gross.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, like
I'm
no.
taking points off.
Yeah, you went to school together? No, the high school. I met her at the high school in town.
To be clear, it was my binoculars that found her.
And if we didn't say it straight up, John was 30 years older than Bo.
Yeah, I was hanging out with my
30.
buddy Roman Polanski, and we had a pair of binoculars outside of this middle school, and
Yeah.
one thing led to another, and we started recruiting people for our movies.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It does make me kind of, if I'm going to go back and see anything else, it's not going to be one of John Derrick's. It's probably going to be 10. We were watching a short clip on 10, and she makes a reference to Bolero music in that when she's talking to Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
And she references it as like, it's sexy time music. I don't remember
she
exactly
says-
how.
Oh, no,
She says,
you
I put that on when I want to fuck.
Oh, God.
It sounds like Star Wars, like death approach music. Not Star Wars, Star Trek. It sounds more Star Trek, so there's more synth to it.
Yeah.
right in the last scene in the movie, the music sounds very like death, like
Yeah.
march.
Like this is where the lasers should come in, but they all went into the neon sign. That says ecstasy.
Yeah. No,
They
just a
found
laser
it.
pointer and a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's low budget. Yeah.
Low budget. I mean, my God, man. Anything else to add, y'all? Anything else?
Oh,
Yeah,
Lydia. Lydia's
Lydia.
got-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia, it's your turn.
I guess for me, there are some people who have to make one thing their personality, and they always seem to make that one thing revolve around sex.
Yeah.
And it's not a personality trait because you have a lot of orgasms.
No.
It's just a thing that happens in your life sometimes.
Yeah, that's how I've always kind of approached it, you
And
know?
mostly alone, too.
Yeah, right? Mostly, I'll admit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a part of the personality. but-
Yeah.
You know what this film has done for me? I now know exactly what kind of man that John Derrick is into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If anything, that's the best takeaway. It's like he likes his men. What back in the day they called it swarthy.
Yeah.
I think that was the term.
I think we referred to him as the Spanish Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go. He
I
does.
didn't hate that.
He does kind of fit that bill a little bit.
Here's a little. They were both pretty.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
very pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I wish Robert was here because he was pointing out that the oil sheik, he was actually a white guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
No,
He only went there 3 times, maybe he said.
Yeah,
like
what
that?
the film alluded to was the fact that he was Middle Eastern, but that he had a British nanny, and that's why he's a dick.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Yeah, he's a total dick, 100%. But I mean, that's not surprising, just given who wrote and photographed and directed this movie. So
Yeah.
it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. But anyway, I guess I can give my final thoughts now. Just why? Why? Why, Bo? Why, John? Why this movie? Why do this? Why the 14-year-old nudity? Why this weird, insincere naivete? Why the grody-ness? Why? I mean, that's all that keeps coming up in my mind when I'm watching this movie is just why.
You're never going to sleep again.
No, I don't sleep because of this movie. I lost a lot of fucking sleep because of Bolero.
Yeah.
I lost a ton of sleep because of Ghost Can't Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for a charity live stream.
I see what's happening here.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm looking at my DVD shelf over here. I have like some really, really hardcore disturbing movies over here. I have like I have the fucking Seasoning House. I have Kill List. I have Gummo. I have fucking Salo here.
Clam lappers 1 through 12, anal gapers
I have
1
both
through 7.
I have both Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal Ferox. And I gotta say, this movie is more disturbing than all of that.
Yeah.
I could watch all of that just fine, but this right here, this just gives me nightmares.
Speaking of obscure films that might remind us of this movie, this has the same rewatchability for me as Zombie Strippers.
Zombie Strippers. I actually incidentally have that movie. Although it came
incidentally,
it came with a 4-pack.
Did it come bundled with this one? Was it a bundle deal on Amazon? Did you get that together?
No, I didn't get that together. It was bundled with the first 2 Resident Evil movies, I think. And then some other
another husband tribute to his wife's.
Yeah, another one right there. Exactly.
Wow.
That's exactly
I love
what
the
that
Resident
is.
Evil movies though, and I don't mind it. It seems like a love letter to Mila Jovovich, who
It really
has
is.
awakened a lot of things in all of us. But this movie did not.
No. This movie is how you do not make a movie like that. It's how not to make a tribute to your wife. And
Although I will say that Mila Jovovich's character, since she's a clone, she's a virgin all over again in every single movie.
pretty much. Yeah, that's the
true.
way to look at that.
And that's probably the movie that there's definitely going to be some hymen hacking in, but it's going to be with like some actual machetes or something.
Hymen hacking.
Oh, I can't believe that I can quote a line from this movie that's like, "Do you want to taste my blood?"
Oh, Jesus.
God damn it.
Yeah, remember that part? That was dumb.
I know.
That was very dumb.
That was very dumb. Almost as dumb as, just giving everybody a token romantic partner. Like the Scottish lawyer hooks up with Catalina.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, it's going to be the 2 people with the thickest accents, hooking up with each other. But yeah, why?
Well, I feel better after getting this off my chest.
I know, right? Don't we all just feel better now that this has just kind of happened, and we've gone through this. We made it to the other side. We survived Bolero.
Yes.
That's what y'all can say. Y'all can say, I survived Bolero. And we did it before the Cinema Snobs. So yeah, take that, Brad. Yeah, we did Bolero before you. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping everything up here. We're going to go ahead and let the ladies from Shock and Applaud do some promos here. So go ahead and plug your show, y'all.
Yeah, we really take you through the entire plot when we walk you through a film. So we usually split it up into 3 or 4 parts throughout the month. And we've been doing this for about 3.5 years almost. And we've got, it's really hard to find guests on our show that will stay for 4 hours of recording so we can get everything done for the month. But we do have a really, really great time. You can find us on wherever you find your podcast, Shocked and Applaud. Also, our website is shockedandapplaud.com. Facebook is @ShockedandApplaud. And Twitter and Instagram are Shocked Applaud.
You can also find us on frolic.media/podcasts, where you can not just find us, but other great podcasts, because we are part of the Frolic Network now.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. It's nice to hook up with a network of like-minded podcasts, right?
For sure. And
Yeah,
of
definitely.
course, the number one thing that always podcasters ask for is rate us.
Yeah, for sure.
Anywhere, Podchaser, Apple Music, just go through and click some buttons. especially because most people start on our Brave Little Toaster episode,
Oh,
which is a
nice.
lot of screaming and tears. So,
Aw,
yeah.
dang it. I don't know if y'all can see on the screen or anything. If y'all have video, I mean, yeah, 5-star review. Chaz just gave y'all a 5-star review.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep, right here on the show, 5-star review.
And it wasn't demanded of you at all. So
I will. I'll listen to some more. I've
It's
already subscribed, so I'll listen to some more, and I'll give you guys an honest review down the road.
Oh yeah, I definitely recommend listening to Shocked and Applaud. It's very interesting. Check out their Hausu episode. It really
oh, and
awesome.
we just did Barbarella. So like, if you want me to yell more about virgins and sex idiots, I'm all over that.
Excellent.
I think I'm going to start at Brave Little Toaster and work my way up towards Barbarella.
Yeah, definitely Brave Little Toaster. That's a movie that I have a lot of great memories about, especially how dark and fucked up it is.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
When you say great memories, it means the minus the parts you blocked out.
Yeah, no, it's like I was terrified, but it was a fun time. It's what it kind of introduced me to the horror side of things, and that's kind of how I got into having movies like Audition and The Untold Story. So, yeah.
Saw.
So, no, I don't have any Saw movies. I'll tell you right now, I have 0 Saw movies.
But you own Bolero.
But I own Bolero. I spent American dollars on this. 20 American fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe it only because I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
God
disgusting.
damn it. Yeah, well, at least it's not Master of Disguise, so.
Yeah.
That is an objectively great film.
Oh no!
Take
You should
that.
listen. You should listen
Turtle. Yeah, I'm into it.
go back to our second or third season, and we have a episode about that movie. I am not a fan. I threw it outside my home, and it was eaten up by a lawnmower, and I am fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that. Chaz, do you have anything in the line as far as any podcasting?
I mean, I'm kind of on a hiatus right now. I was doing a lot of stuff with artists, and when everything sort of slowed down, I sort of lost my momentum, and now I see tours are like, booked for years, as in, backed up.
Yeah.
And now I can't keep up. So I'm trying to like get my momentum back. But there's a great backlog of episodes and great music to discover. But,
yeah, the Trial by Air Variety Show podcast.
Yeah, but I'm right here with you for the time being, talking about movies that I would not watch otherwise.
Yeah, definitely, and we're glad to have you on the show now. I mean, you'll definitely bring a lot to each episode. So.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, looking forward to doing the rest of the season. We're already almost about halfway done with this season so far. Like, I mean, we decided to go for a shorter season, so but.
They've all been good up until this one. I don't know why you wanted me on this one.
Oh, the next episode that we're doing is a Neil Breen movie, actually. We're doing Double Down.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, if you love our episodes on The Room or The Disaster Artist, once we got through all the Tommy Wiseau stuff, the Westero trilogy, as I like to call it, it's like we just went ahead and started doing Neil Breen. So we did Fateful Findings last season, and this season we're doing Double Down. So we're excited about that. Lots of computers that are not working, lots of fake guns, and lots of Neil Breen just being Neil Breen. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds awful. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's awful, but it's an amazing kind of awful. Okay. So, yeah. So look for that down the pipeline. And you can find Collateral Cinema on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Chill Lover Radio. We're also on iHeartRadio and wherever else you get your podcasts. And also definitely find us on Podbean. That's where we host our RSS feed and whatnot. Find us on Patreon. We have full-length movie commentaries there. We have tiers starting at $1, and we have a tier for $5 as well. So if you just want to give us a little bit of money, like that's fine. Give us $1. Mm-hmm. Vern from Cinema Recall, he's a patron at the $1 level. So thank you, Vern.
At the $5 level, you get Polaroids of Bo Maddox naked.
Oh yeah, you see, that's exclusive. Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also look for us on YouTube. I mean, we might be doing some YouTube stuff down the line here pretty soon. We want to do a low budget late night. That's kind of the name of something we want to do. So look for that down the pipeline. And also be sure to check out our last 2 episodes. It was 2-part episode with the Spy Hearts podcast about the Star Wars prequels. So check it out, y'all.
All right.
And yeah, we will have a Spider-Man No Way Home review very soon, whenever that comes out. So look for that as well. But also, we got a Christmas episode. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to plug.
Hey.
A Christmas episode with victims and villains. So look for that as well.
I've
And
got a
what else?
question for you, ladies. Have you seen the new Ghostbusters?
Not yet.
Oh.
At least I haven't.
No, but I went to a movie with my mother the other day and I saw the poster and I had to, in the way that my mother is a boomer, I had to explain to her that what TikTok I was referencing to when I was like, I'm an adult virgin. No. It might be worth the price of admission. I might go.
Yeah,
You know, that's topical with this film.
very much so. Yeah, but we might have to do a review of that one as well. That would
Yeah.
be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, I'm super into Venkman. There weren't enough nerdy men in this film for me.
yeah, I know. Not enough.
Such
Not
a pretty
nearly
boys.
enough. But I guess we'll go ahead and end it here. For Ashley Chancellor, I am Bo Maddox.
I'm Chazzle Dazzle.
I'm Lydia Malcolm.
I'm Jen McQuaid.
I'm Naomi McQuaid.
And this has been Collateral Cinema and Shocked and Applaud. Please don't watch Bo Derek movies.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, there we go. All right. See y'all later, everybody.
That's really good talking to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show. Laters,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Night.
Laters.
Good night.
Collateral Cinema is a Collateral Media podcast. All music and movie clips are owned by their respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.